Good morning. Today is Thursday, the 17th of January, 2013. Here are all the stories that are worth talking about in Panama today. The Transportation Authority has asked the central government for an additional $20 million so that they could finalize the compensation to pay off the owners of the old Diablo Rojo buses. That the part of this upgrade of the metro bus systems, these new white and orange buses that you see driving around, part of this plan is to basically pay off the guys who own the old Diablo Rojos. They're giving them checks for $25,000 at a pop to take those buses off the streets, and this was just a flat out buyout by the government to pay these people off. They call it compensation, but they're avoiding bigger problems with those guys protesting or whatever. Anyway, so there's the last deployment of these buses. I believe this $20 million will be the last part, and then the rest of the metro buses will be deployed. Okay, there is a bill. This is in the Panama America. There is a bill being discussed or introduced into the National Assembly that would allow for a reduction of paperwork and bureaucracy for the adoption of Panamanian children by foreigners. Well, probably by anybody, Panamanians and foreigners. But the idea is that this is to make it easier and more streamlined and better defined, and hopefully that will be better for the kids and better for the parents who want to adopt children in Panama. Now, here's another story. This is in the Estrella. There's this growing bubble of suggestions that the First Lady of Panama, Marta de Martinelli, would be a good candidate for president for the Cambio Democrático. This is Quijano came out. Quijano is the Minister of Commerce and Industry, Ricardo Quijano. And now he was thought as a potential presidential candidate for the CD, and he has come out and he said that she would be a, quote, luxury candidate. In other words, she would be a great candidate for us, and we love the idea, and we think it's just hunky-dory. Now, this is like about the second or third day in a row that these trial balloons are being floated, and it seems to me that might be their plan. We'll see how that goes. There's over here in La Critica, they're looking for a foreigner who might be involved in a kidnapping. They say it's a Dominican. The victim who was kidnapped at gunpoint said that she recognized the accent on the person who kidnapped her. Now, there has been a kind of a surge or an increase or a spike in cases of kidnappings and missing persons, and this has been going on a lot in the area of Arijan and La Chorrera. It seems to me, anyway. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but that's just my perception. So there's also people that are dressing up as police officers and trying to pass themselves off as something that they're not, in order to get people to reduce their guard and take advantage of them. I got to get this thing to stop ringing like that. Okay, so anyway, there's that. And the authorities are responding to these increases of cases of kidnappings and abductions. They're putting more emphasis and resources into that. Now, over on Telemetro, this Cologne Broad Action Front is holding more protests. Yesterday, they held a protest in Cologne. I saw the video. Maybe 10 or 15 people showed up. It wasn't like it was an actual protest. This is just a small group of people that are trying to continue the actions that they started back a couple months ago, when Panama was going to try to sell the lands of the Cologne Free Trade Zone. Now these guys are trying to continue to parlay that little spurt of attention that they got. So they went out there and they burned 4 tires in the street, and then this primary guy who's leading this thing gets out there and we're going to continue our actions of protest. All right, you're burning tires and there's 20 of you, so you can go home now. It's not an authentic movement, and this is just a small little group of knuckleheads that are trying to get attention for themselves. Okay, in the in the Siglo newspaper, the window has now closed for people to declare themselves to be a candidate to run in the primary elections for the Panamanista political party. There are 4 candidates. Juan Carlos Varela, who is probably going to win. He's the sitting vice president, and he's the shoe-in to win that. The former director of the public registry, Luis Barria, a guy named Orlando Valdespino, and another guy named Jose Angel Diaz are the 4 candidates who are running. Out of those 4, it's almost guaranteed that Varela is going to win. So their primary will be held on the 17th of March. So, okay, now there was a thing that popped up yesterday with the Guillermo Coches, who is Panama's ambassador to the Organization of American States. He apparently went out in the Organization of American States, and he made a statement criticizing the General Secretary about the position that he took with regards to Venezuela. And then there was this back and forth between a response, basically, by the ambassador from Venezuela, who just jumped all over Coches. And then, interestingly enough, the Panamanian government, through the foreign ministry, issued a formal statement saying that the government of Panama categorically rejects the statements made by the ambassador of Panama to the Organization of American States, Guillermo Coches, that he acted without discussing this with the foreign ministry. He did it as a personal statement, and basically they just, what's a nice way to say it? Well, they kicked him to the curb and bitch slapped him in public. I mean, this absolutely no support whatsoever for their guy. They just flat out slap. It was pretty pathetic, actually. Okay, where are we here? Okay, the last thing I've got here is the Panamanian, and this is out of the Dia. The Panamanian men's national football team has increased several steps in the FIFA world rankings, and the Panamanian men's team is now ranked at number 46 in the world. This is not the best, according to the FIFA webpage. This is not, historically speaking, the best ranking that Panama has ever had. Where is it? October of 2012, they were ranked at number 43. They're currently at number 46. So every month, this is the ranking for January 2013, and Panama is up to 46. Going back to 2004, for example, they were ranked at number 100. 2008, number 88. 2010, number 64. 2012, last year, number 51. So they've been improving and increasing, and that is consistent with the play of the team. They've been doing better, and they're now currently, this year, will be participating in the 4th round of the qualification for the FIFA World Cup, which will be held in Brazil in 2014. And hopefully, this time around, the Panamanian team will qualify to participate in the World Cup, and Panama has never participated in the World Cup, so that would be a first. Okay, my phone is still dinging at me. That's it. I'm done. I'm out. That's everything worth talking about today for the 17th of January, 2013. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.